Oh. Hopefully so. Oh boy. And yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 Custom Builds, and today we are doing the awesome symbol for the Rebel Alliance, but that is Admiral Ackbar. So, Ackbar? Is it Admiral? I'm just, according to the words, I've got Admiral Ackbar up here, so yeah. And of course, Alex is always in the chat, so that's the thing. Let's get on with this. I'm not wasting any more time. Randomizer! And as you can tell by the title, our last one was Tusken Raider, which is just my choice of doing it, why not? So, if we go on to... Let's start off with weapons. Now, Admiral Ackbar, from the movies, he doesn't use a weapon, but from what I've got on his stats, he does have one. And when it comes to this guy, I think he would have a smaller gun than most of the others, because he's not a soldier, he's more like a commanding presence, an officer. So that's just there in emergencies. I would give him a smaller gun. Would I give him a fatter one? I'm just going to take a look at what guns I get. I'll go with a smaller one-shot way gun, so this type of gun right here. I could also give him the, what is it, the fusion pistols, like Star-Lord has. I might give him the fusion pistols, even though that's not a traditional Star Wars weapon, so I'll have to stick with my guns and go for ray guns, sadly. Oh boy. We'll make the gun light grey. Back out a bit, go to appearance. This is going to be a hard character to make because it's an alien. And we all know how aliens are hard to make in these games if you've seen Tusken Raider. This is a new level. Anyway, so looking at his fish head, we're going to go for helmets and see what we got there. If there's any special way we can go about doing this. We're trying to look for a upper piece like that, like the presence has. Sure, it's meant to be orange, but if you want to add that extra lump on his head, you could also have this, I guess. Turn it orange. Maybe that's something I'm suggesting. Let me just go back to helmets again and check them out. Now, what the thing is, we're meant to have the eyes on the side, but due to the way, we can't really have that, sadly. So, again, limitations. So, to make it most accurate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the dome orange for this guy. I mean, I could, you know, make it have the presence's head. But if you want it to be more accurate with color and stuff, you know, you should probably go with the hairpiece. Okay, just looking at this again. Now the head does curve back a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give into my one more look at Admiral Ackbar's head. Yeah, I'm going to play it safe and make it as accurate as I can, so we are going to make this orange. And we'll have to have the eyes at front point of view for obvious reasons, so there's that limitation. We're going to look for the fish head guy. His eyes are mostly black, and there is one guy who actually does resemble a fish in this game. There he is, Koi Boy. You want to give him the... does make him look younger. But if you want to have the black eyes for the fish kind of guy, that's the head you should use. Moving on now, we're gonna go and try and make him look more Imperial officer wise. I'm just scrolling for attachments to see if there's anything I can use there. Probably not. Maybe the Woolmaker vest? Probably not. Or maybe I could be able to use it for an overall vest. But I feel like it's too medieval is what I'm looking for. So none of this stuff is going to help me much. So going on to the hands, both hands, we're going to go with the orange color again for his fish race. Body, simplistic suit is what it is, like a uniform. You might as well just give him a cream suit, really, and that'll be it. I am scrolling through these, see if there's anything that is close. Alright, I am going to make the chest cream. That's the closest you want to get it. Going to arms, we're going to try and add some detail for those. White with detail, it shouldn't be too hard. So there we go. Anything else we got? Too much detail on those arms. Yeah, I know the arms are white. I am trying to look for the yeah, I'll use these. Like this, the Admiral Cho. He's got like a little communicator, a wrist communicator right there, so I'll use those. You know, I know how limited this game is, but it's a pretty decent Admiral Ackbar for what I'm able to use. Going on to his hips now. It is... I'm gonna give him a belt, like a gun belt, just for purposes of making him more awesome. Any belt really would do, it doesn't really matter because it's covered, but it is like a cream type color. Oh, there it is. Perfect. I'm just gonna look see if there's any more colors like that. That is... okay, that's closer. It doesn't really matter really what belt you use, but I am just gonna go with the closest color. That is our closest color. So moving on to legs. Of course, white legs with the boots. I think I've used those before, really. So if I can find it. Perfect. I know it's meant to be white, but I don't think I have that option. I can check, but I don't think I have it. There's the black boots, so this is probably the closest thing I'm gonna get. Or there's white with grey boots right there. Yeah, I'll go with that, that's closer. I didn't know I had that option. So you always gotta recheck this in case you miss one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna back out now, and we're gonna... there's our appearance, guys. Hopefully it's as good as I can get it for Admiral Ackbar. I think it is. It still looks like a fish to me. And moving on to abilities. Grapple. You want Techno Access. Going down to... we'll put fixed things on. Vine Cut I'll put off. Super Strength off. Pull Trade off. Teleport off. Dig on for Rebel. Obviously tracking. I'll put a force field on this guy because he's got like a wrist device and it makes sense. He's more of a background character. So we'll put a rebellion like force field. I wish the force field didn't come from his hands because it looks like a force power, but it's meant to be part of the gadget, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll just give him an explosive attack instead. I'll do actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do that. Because it's basically, if you know what Admiral Ackbar is famous for, it's that one line, it's a trap. And him shouting it like that, you know what I mean? Kind of clever. So we'll have that, and we'll go to sonar, so make a sonic attack. And it doesn't really matter, it's just sound waves, so yeah. Tapping, it's a trap. Let's go to explosion attack again and see what we've got to work with. I'm gonna go with something different this time. I'm gonna go with boomerang for his gun when he tosses it. And we'll go into circle now. Tap circle for the gun, bolt targeting on, bolt. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which bolts, I'll go with bolt 4. Bolt origin weapon. Bolt color, of course, red. Yeah, that's the right bolts we're looking for. Going back out now, we're going to go to hold button for the beam. Beam origin weapon. Beam 3. Yeah. Red. Perfect. Backing out to the X button. Double jump, of course. Hyper jump off. Going to passive traits, health icon, orange for the rebellion, standard. Going to voice, it's a deep voice. Rebellion symbol, movement speed default. And finally maps, we'll go with sort of a space, white space place. We'll just go with the Endor map, why not? Well, I think he's a fish guy, so sea map, what the hell. Then finally name, let's see if we can get this in. Admiral Ackbar. Yeah, we got it in, awesome. It's always a challenge to get that in, and if we turn that up right now, there we go. So there is my Admiral Ackbar, guys. Limited game, do what you can. I think I pulled off pretty well with this one, with what I had to work with. He still looks like a fish to me. Well, you know, whenever it comes to the Imperials and the rebels, not counting all the main characters, if you see them from a vague point of view, Grand Moff Tarkin is the leader of them to me, and you know, when it comes to the rebels, Admiral Ackbar is like the leader of the rebellion to me, you know what I mean? But overall, let's just go over his abilities and wrap this up. Yeah, the next is Jawa. So let's go over abilities and finish this guy up. He's got the gun toss. Beam, of course. The gun. And of course, it's a trap! Pretty awesome. Pretty generic. But you know, I think I did good as a good attempt. Right guys, as Alex has said, next time we are doing the Jawa, and I think after that I was asked to do a request. I need to check the comments on what it was from Raphael B, but I know that it was a non-Star Wars request after that, so keep in mind, Jawa next, and we'll have a non-Star Wars request right after that. So, leave a like, subscribe, and support it more for the next one when we do the Jawa, and I have an idea. So, you know, we'll be having 2 versions probably of him, or maybe 1, but we'll see. Till next time guys, peace.